Good morning.
Hey, did you see your BuzzFeed article went up this morning?
I knew about it. Cornelia emailed me last night to let me know it was being posted today.
Cornelia. On a first-name basis with the reporter now, are we?
I'm not sure what you're implying. Our interactions have been entirely...
Boom, chicka, boom!
Professional.
I'm just messing with you.
I know. I feel pretty good about it, actually.
Your budding romance with Cornelia, you mean?
The article. My decision to go public about Wilhelmina's wrongful dismissal. Having something like this happen at an organization I've worked for and believed in for so long was really disillusioning. It feels good to try and make something positive out of this. The only thing that worries me is that Wilhelmina didn't respond to Cornelia's interview requests. It feels wrong that she isn't quoted in the article. It should be her story.
Well, at least I was quoted in the story.
You were? Where?
Oh, right here. Former co-workers of Stuffy who were willing to comment for this story vouched for his integrity without exception, as did his housemates.
And then comes your quote?
No, that was it. I'm one of your housemates, and when she asked, I did vouch for your integrity. And now it's right there in black and white, on BuzzFeed. I finally got something to brag about at my high school reunion.
You're right. You should be proud. And thank you for vouching for me.
No problem, man. I meant it. You do have integrity. It's nice to know there are still people like you around, given how shitty things are and how long it's probably going to take for them to get any better.
It'll be hard work for sure, but you can't give up.
Oh, I know. But it is easy to get discouraged.
I get discouraged sometimes too. There are so many things that can get you down. Just look at the last few months. Shootings, political fear-mongering, racist and misogynist rhetoric being normalized everywhere. Think of how many people just voted Republican, or who still refuse to believe that Brett Kavanaugh might have sexually assaulted someone even after Dr. Ford's testimony.
That one still baffles me, man. Why is it so hard to believe that frat boy asshole tried to force himself on someone in high school? When I was in high school, I believed my buddy Tommy when he told me he had a three-way with two girls named Jamie. That was way more far-fetched. There was only one girl named Jamie who even went to our school.
Right. That kind of selective skepticism can be really damaging when it allows people to ignore abuse.
In fact, the only other person named Jamie we even knew back then was that Jamie's mom, whose name was also Jamie. Holy shit, you don't think Jamie's mom was the other Jamie, do you?
I have no idea.
Why wouldn't he have said that when he told me about the three-way, though? No, that can't be.
What are you doing?
No sense sitting here wondering about it when I can just call him up and ask, right?
Right. On the other hand, it was 20 years ago, so maybe it's not the most urgent.
Hey, is this Jamie? This is Steve. I'm good. How are you? Wonderful. Is your husband around? Well, can you hand the phone to him if it's not too much trouble? Okay. Tommy. Hey, it's Steve. Nothing much. Hey, when you had that three-way in high school, was Jamie's mom the other Jamie? All right. Christ, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was such a sensitive subject. Well, I didn't tell you to put me on speakerphone. How's that my fault? Oh, they hear worse than that on the school bus every day. Come, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, one more thing real quick. Are you coming to the reunion? Hello?
So we were talking about all the reasons to get discouraged.
Right. Well, look at this week's election results. Democrats didn't take the Senate, lost some high-profile governor's races, including here in Maryland, because fucking Democrats voted for the fucking Republican candidate.
Why'd you turn to look in that direction?
What, this direction, where absolutely nothing is?
Yes.
For emphasis.
Gotcha.
Anyway, the most important point is to be proud of the successes we did have. Things could have been so much worse. And would have been if more people hadn't gotten involved and worked hard to make things better.
You're totally right. It's always going to be an uphill battle, and the slope of the hill is going to be extremely steep for the next little while. But that's why it's so important to keep fighting hard.
I mean, think of all that was accomplished Tuesday night in the face of some downright malevolent opposition. There are some sick, twisted, evil people in this country. Imagine how bad of a person you have to be to vote for Ted Cruz.
Or Rick Scott. Or Steve King.
That's what I'm saying. You can't support candidates like that unless you're just a sadistic person. Like those Trump supporters who cheered for family separation. Or the people who choose the mystery ingredients on Chopped.
Or whoever hired Scott Conant as a judge.
Right? I wish there was a hell so whoever did that could die and go there.
It can be pretty depressing when you think about how many of our fellow citizens have eagerly embraced bigotry and cruelty.
No kidding. But that's why it's so important to remember the positive stuff, like you fighting the good fight, or the new generation of young activists that has risen up in the aftermath of Trump getting elected, or the Red Sox winning the World Series again. At least if it all comes crashing down tomorrow, we got to see one more World Championship go to America's worst northern city.
Okay, so let's go through this one more time. You're on the witness stand. I ask you, did you physically attack Joffrey C. Lyons? And you say...
Yes, I did, baby.
And yet you are pleading not guilty to the charge of assault. Can you explain the logic of that to the jury?
Absolutely, baby. Yes, I punched him in his eye, and kicked him, and split his head open using a flurry of precise and devastating Krav Maga techniques, all of which you can learn at my dojo to Stop and Shop, but...
Objection! Actually, Millicent, can you refrain from objecting? We don't have anyone to play the judge, so...
In that case, I volunteer to play the judge.
We need you to play the prosecutor. It's more important to get Toby Benson ready to be cross-examined.
Very well. It's probably a bad idea to cram a commercial for your karate school into your testimony, just so you know.
I didn't cram a commercial for my karate school into my testimony, baby. I crammed a commercial for my Krav Maga school into my testimony.
Either way, she's right. Try the answer again and leave out the advertisement for the Stop and Shop.
Okay, how about this? Yes, I did attack the sea lion in question, but I believe I acted reasonably under the circumstances, and that most people would have done the same thing in my place.
And why is that?
Because the smart-ass little fascist was in my face talking shit about my mother, baby.
Thank you. All right. Millicent, care to cross-examine?
When was the last time you spoke to your mother?
Shit, baby, I ain't talked to my mother or my father, and I don't even remember how long.
But they are still alive?
I guess. Or they might be dead. I don't know.
Would it be fair to say that you and your mother aren't very close then?
Sure. But so what, baby?
Do you really expect the jury to accept that you had no choice but to assault Mr. Lyons for insulting your mother when you admit you don't even know if your mother is alive or dead?
I expect the jury will accept it if they know what's good for him, baby.
He probably shouldn't threaten the jury.
Agreed.
I didn't say I was going to do anything to the jury, baby. I just implied that I would.
Implicit threats are still threats.
No shit. I guess that's why you're the lawyer, baby.
I'm not a lawyer. I think we should take a break. Get some lunch.
When we come back, can we switch roles? Even pretending to be on the side of that skeevy little creep Joff makes my skin crawl.
Sure, we can try that. Thank you for your help with this, Millicent. Lunch is on me today.
Your gratitude is appropriate and accepted. I am happy to help. All right-thinking Huskies are dedicated to the cause of justice, even when it's being pursued inside this imperfect, non-Husky legal system.
Things are a lot simpler in the Husky system, I take it?
Of course. Huskies are raised from pups to be honest and fair-minded and tolerant. On the rare occasions when a Husky does break the law, they confess and willingly accept the consequences the community sees fit to impose.
What if the community imposes a punishment that's excessive or unfair?
That never happens.
I see.
Okay, shut up, babies.
What just came out of your mouth?
Nothing personal, baby. I just meant keep it down so I can make a phone call.
I'm not visiting you in prison.
Not gonna be an issue. Okay, let me call Jack before we go to lunch and see how the investigation is going.
Who is it?
It's me, baby. How's it going?
I'm bored to tears, that's how it's going.
So I take it there have been no developments?
Oh no, plenty of developments. I've spent the whole morning following Franklin Abimelech, apple of his mother's eye no doubt, and so far he's stopped at McDonald's for breakfast, gone to his university library and spent an hour studying or whatever, and for the last 2 hours he's been in one of the classroom buildings with me out here with my thumb up my arse waiting for him to reappear.
You didn't follow him into the building, baby?
No, I did not. What am I supposed to do? Sit in the back row of his English literature class, and if anyone asks, say I'm auditing the course?
I don't know, but you shouldn't let him out of your sight for that long, baby.
What do you think? He and the Lopez girl are carrying on their torrid affair in the classroom building?
It's possible, baby. They got bathrooms in there, don't they?
Aye, and mop closets as well, presumably. What more could a pair of young lovers ask?
Don't knock it, baby. And don't forget the most romantic evening we ever spent together was in that maintenance shed behind our hotel on Musha Cay.
Well, if I see him buying tickets to the Bahamas, I'll be sure and follow him.
Give me some more details, baby. What did he have for breakfast at McDonald's?
How the fuck should I know? He went to the drive-thru window. All I saw was a bag.
Did he get coffee or juice?
Coffee. I could tell by the cup.
That's some fine-ass detective work, baby.
How much longer have I got to do this?
Until we can prove that Franklin Abimelech and Mariana Lopez are getting it on and get paid by their rich-ass mothers who hate each other, baby. Gotta go. We're heading out to get something to eat over here. Keep at it, baby.
Boy, I'm fucking hungry too.
Walk your ass into that classroom building. They probably got vending machines or some shit.
I haven't got any cash.
So fucking rob somebody. Where we going for lunch, babies?
Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this episode. Here to help me tell you about how you can support this channel is Prospector Jones. How are you, Prospector?
Howdy. I'm doing just fine. How about you?
I'm pretty good. Did you vote?
Well, heck yes, I voted, son. I haven't missed an election yet.
And you voted for Democrats, I assume.
You better believe it.
Good for you.
Good for everybody. If it weren't for old Democrats like me turning out to vote, we'd have had President Wendell Willkie.
Well, I take your meaning, but that election was kind of a landslide for Roosevelt, wasn't it? Didn't he win like 400? Wait a minute. That election was in 1940.
Right you are. What a campaign.
That was almost 80 years ago.
If you say so. What's your point?
Nothing, I guess. Can you tell the viewers about the Patreon page?
You betcha. Hiya, folks. If you enjoyed this episode, please click like, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to help us to keep making videos like this one, think about supporting this channel with a monthly donation through Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
So, you say 1940 was quite a campaign. What other memorable elections can you recall?
Oh, let's see. Lincoln versus McClellan was something else.
Lincoln versus McClellan?
I'm just kidding with you. I don't remember Lincoln versus McClellan. Good Lord.
I was gonna say.
I was only a baby.